Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll turn this on.
Cool.
There we go.
There we go. Now we got it.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, we got it all set up. Yeah?
Man, I don't have all my people to do the wave.
No, you don't, unfortunately. You're just going to have to dance for the camera. Here we go. There you go. There you go. All right. All right. All right, all right. Well, even though it's cold out, Taylor does not ever cease.
Oh, yeah. Gotta keep warm.
You gotta. Is that
Yeah,
is that how you do it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
you
do it.
You do walk here from off campus, don't you?
I do. I had like 10 layers on this morning.
Gross.
Yeah, that's why I went right before I got here. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be sweating.
Oh, I see.
So.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cruisin the Planet, episode 64.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold out.
Yeah.
We'll just do that.
It is. It's supposed to be like 0.
Here, we'll
next
pull up.
week.
Here, I want to pull
Monday's
up the weather
high
real quick.
is 12.
Yeah, we
Oh my god.
all the Tarleton students listening in and watching this right now are currently code purpled because no one's allowed to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the pile up in Dallas?
No. What are you talking about? The pile up?
Yeah.
Everyone gets so cold that they got in a circle and piled up?
No, it's much worse.
I figured. We're just talking about being cold, and that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Taylor, it's a terrible, terrible accident that happened.
Oh my goodness. My friend was just in an accident yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't that one, but yeah. It was pretty bad, but she's
yeah,
fine.
a 75. Let's see.
At least 5 killed.
Did this come out?
Wow.
Yeah, this just came out. 75 to 100 vehicles in a massive pileup crash Thursday morning on I-35
Gosh.
in Fort Worth, including several 18-wheelers.
What does
That's why we had a code purple.
does it
Like
say where in Fort Worth?
I-35 or Interstate 35 West specifically.
Ooh, I've been there many times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the crash began at 6 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Drivers were dealing with pockets of inclement weather across North Texas, including freezing rain. I bet you the biggest problem was because if we go to weather.gov, which is what we do, that's our weather source here at KTRL 90.5 FM.
Stephenville, Cranberry, Glen Rose.
There you go.
Your home for NPR music, classic, jazz, and more.
Yeah, it's this afternoon. It just says cold.
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
weather.gov is broken. It's just a man, like a British man or woman, running through the snow, keeping their hat on in a petticoat.
Oh my gosh.
It's just cold.
Yeah, I know the wind chill for
Today's
Monday
high is
like
26. Let's see. The lowest are going to get Sunday night, 40 to 80% chance of snow. No, it says 40% chance of snow and then snow at 80% chance. Washington's birthday. It's not Monday. It's Washington's birthday. Oh shoot. A 20% chance of sleet on Saturday. That's when it's gonna get dangerous then.
Yeah, we still have a football game Saturday. Woo!
Yep.
Yes. At least he
Yeah.
kind of put us in uniform because we were gonna have to wear t-shirts basically, but no, yeah, that's a whole other rabbit hole we don't have to get into. But it was gonna be cold. Yeah, Monday's wind chill feels like temperature, whatever, is -12. Yeah, the high that day, is 12 and the low is 0.
I don't have any negatives over here
really?
for the week.
Does it show like wind chill, what it feels like or whatever?
No, just wind oh, here's the wind chill.
Yeah, that's what got negative.
Yeah. Wind chill for today is 16. It's degrees Fahrenheit. It's 9 degrees loss. Yeah, but that's why if anyone's wondering why we have a code purple, it's because Dallas absolutely had a terrible, terrible accident where vehicles couldn't. I watched the footage this morning. Vehicles could not stop.
We've had to take it very slow.
Wow.
That's what we
On
want.
a 100-car pileup.
That's insane.
Some of those, I don't know if they're being counted or not, because there was a semi who had multiple vehicles in it. And obviously, like, this happened this morning, and so everyone's more concerned about the people and not the numbers there. But a terrible thing to happen. But that's why you don't go driving on the ice.
Yeah.
That's kind of the exact reason. It sounds a little heartless, but it's also don't be running around. If your boss tells you, like, hey, you got to come into work, be like, you know what?
Yeah. So might
as well write me up.
My grandfather, actually, they all lived in New York, where most of my family's really from New York.
Gross.
Yeah, and he actually
I have a buddy trying to get me to move with him to New York, actually.
Nice.
In like the next 2 years.
I'm going to go there eventually. Anyway, he was on his way back home, and his car slipped on black ice when he was on a bridge.
Oh,
yeah.
Like the one. That's the moment you die.
Yeah.
That's the one.
He did. So,
well, shit.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, no joke. Ice is not fun. You shouldn't drive on it.
You can drive on snow. Here's the problem. You can drive on snow, you can't drive on ice.
Yeah. Bring some sand
in Texas.
Help you out.
In Texas, however, it freezes, the ground physically freezes with ice before it always snows. So you can't drive on Texas snow because underneath it is ice.
Yeah. We usually get ice before snow.
So even if things are looking all right, you gotta don't go any more than 5 miles in any direction. Be capable of walking back if you have to.
This is true. Don't go out in your
because
slippers.
you're gonna get in an accident. Like it's just probability at that point.
Yeah.
You're literally rolling dice at every time you try and stop, every time you try and start, every time you turn.
Then there's people who still want to go like 75, like, oh, well, ice never bothered me. It's like those are the people.
Like, that's the point. Those are the ones who get into the multiple vehicle accidents. Because I can almost tell you what was going on here. For a lot of drivers, minds was like, we're doing all right now.
Yeah.
Without thinking about what if it hits us in a couple of minutes. When we hit, because it was patches of ice, which is more dangerous because it tricks you into thinking you're good.
Yes.
I gotta pull this out of my hair. It's getting annoying. I got a nice haircut since last episode.
No, it doesn't look like you did.
I know. I tricked you.
Take it down. It's hidden now.
I know. It's nice and light, though. It's really enjoyable. It's all cleaned up.
Yeah.
Because before it was getting real scraggly. I was looking like some sort of samurai.
I used to have really short hair. Like, I had a pixie cut.
You showed me. It looked nice.
Thank you. It was so much fun. It's definitely lighter.
Fun to have a pixie cut.
Yeah. I remember I was sitting in the passenger seat of my dad took me, so it's his truck. So he said something to me after I got my hair cut, and I turned my head really fast to look at him, and I was like, oh, and I hurt my neck a little bit because there was so much
fast.
There's so much of a weight. I cut 18 inches off my hair.
Jeez.
So it was a lot of weight. I have pretty thick hair. They braided sections, and I got 3 big, like, braided thick sections out of it.
You got rope?
Yeah.
They gave you rope. You went in for a haircut, and they sold you rope.
It was kind of crazy. I mean, I ended up donating it, and it made, I think it was 3 wigs.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was really cool.
Cool.
I liked that, but man, it was fun. Anyway, yeah, I agree. It's a lot lighter.
It's so much lighter to get a haircut. Like, especially, I think I had at least 4 inches on the side that needed to come off, because my hair will do this thing where, like, all of it starts just going out in straight lines. And then coming down later. Like, it's got some solid roots. Hair, some real thick roots. It's hard to pull hair out of this body, man.
That's funny.
And so, like, it would like the sides when I'd wake up, if I hadn't showered the night before, or even if I did shower the night before, it didn't care. It would stick straight out on the sides, like all the way around, including the back, and then my hair would sit on top of that. So my hair would look huge, like big and powerful. So I always tied it up because it was annoying, because it was like sitting in front of my eyes trying to get out of its own way.
Yeah. Do you watch any anime?
Yes.
You know those characters that have like the straight spiky hair?
Yes.
That's what I think of. If you dyed a red, you'd be Kirishima.
That'd be who?
Kirishima.
Let me look it up.
From My Hero. Oh, Kirishima. You could put like a MHA after it for like My Hero Academia. But he's got red hair. He's like red bright. There you go. That's who I thought of when you said sticking straight out.
You think I could be Kirishima?
You gotta dye it red, and Kirishima's got a very special place in my heart. So
but like, he also dyes his hair red.
Yes, he does. He's got naturally black hair.
Yeah.
not that I'm like super into this and know all the details about everybody or anything.
Yes,
We're not
you
gonna
are.
go down that rabbit hole.
Yes, you are. You know about the little pervert grape character they made. You know everything.
Oh,
you know all the.
Starts with the M.
Oh yeah, you're trying to not say his name.
Mineta. That's what it was. Have you heard his like English dubbed versus?
No, I haven't.
It's hilarious in English.
My little brother watched a bunch of the show, so I only know facts from him.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's good. You should watch it. I think you'd get invested. Do you watch any like on your own?
Animes?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a ton.
Huh.
I was recently just rewatching Demon Slayer.
Oh.
I grew up on Naruto. Jeez. Taylor, are you okay?
Yeah, I like that one. I'm watching that one.
Jeez.
What? It's good. I want his earrings.
Oh, the Hanafuna earrings?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
I want those.
Yeah. No, I want to dress up like Inosuke day in, day out.
Yes.
I just want to eventually get to that point. You ever watch Seven Deadly Sins?
Oh, yeah, all the way through.
So you know
twice.
Bon?
Oh, yeah. I know Bon.
Yeah.
He's like all tough exterior, and then whenever he
you got to the point
and you're like,
oh yeah,
my precious.
Yeah. He's like he's completely truthful too.
Yes.
I was just like, why is this scumbag gotta be truthful? Why do I gotta love this guy? But also whenever he cooks and he's just wearing an apron.
Oh. Okay. All right. We need to keep this PG.
I'm just talking words here. You're the one who's reacting. So
man, I'm glad I took my layers off before this. I'd be a little hot.
Anyways, the code purple is happened because an extensive car pileup. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. You went from Bond to let's go back to this tragedy.
Yeah.
And my emotions were like, oh wait.
Oh no. Yeah, terrible car pileup in Dallas. That's probably one of the biggest reasons. Like that could have happened over there, or the water could have waited a little bit more and happened here, and we would have had a 7-car pileup because there's in total like 4 people that live in Stephenville. But a tragedy is a tragedy. Very, very sorry to hear what happened over there in Dallas and Fort Worth. My mother specifically is not leaving her house today just because of the events going on there. She lives I think only like 2 miles to the other side of that freeway. And so that probably scared the bejesus out of her. But I actually had a question kind of regarding that, a little bit of a segue here. But first off, we have to make an announcement. The 16th Tarleton event is happening this month. There is a Mardi Gras event.
Ooh,
I think that corresponds with Fat Tuesday.
I was wondering what was up with that. I went to Walmart and there was a bunch of like purple Mardi Gras
Fat Tuesday
beads.
is coming up.
Fat Tuesday.
That's what it's called.
That's awesome.
Here,
so can I like eat whatever I want? No one's gonna judge me.
You can eat whatever you want, no matter when.
Yeah.
Like Italian food exists.
I know it does.
Also, it's winter season, so you can just like cover yourself up in really big jackets, not have to sweat it. So
not my everyday style or anything.
What in the world? This is the wrong one. Oh no, Fat Tuesday to celebrate Mardi Gras with casino night, food prizes, beads and masks will be given away at the door. The perks are going to be free foods and free stuff. This is on the Tarleton Activity Board on Texan Sync. The host is the Tarleton Activities Board. It's a campus-wide cultural event, very social. Arts and music are going to be everywhere. I assume what they say when they say beads and masks is not only the Mardi Gras masks, but also the Tarleton face masks. Oh, sure. You'll more than likely be required to wear one of those because it looks like it's in the ballrooms. Meaning that you're going to have to... Let's see, there's no admission ticket. There's no rain location because it'll be indoors. So make sure you bring some sort of form-fitting mask that works rather well for your face because you're going to be walking around. But if there's food, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll have to see it. Have to see how that goes. I'm not super confident in a lot of students' abilities to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I come onto campus and see a lot of people not wearing them. I go to Walmart, see a lot of people not wearing them. It's But then also I realized that if I wear like this big camo mask here, my hair up right before I got the haircut too, so like the hair's like kind of everywhere and it's like loosely tied, big jacket, boots, black pants, and then I walk around like this. No one approaches me.
Oh yeah.
Audience, I just walk. For the audio listeners, I'll describe it in a second, but this is how I walk around whenever everyone's there, just like so. I think scary. I actually have a problem sometimes, or if I'm not paying attention, I've scared it's in one of the bloopers for this month's video that, or was it last month? It was right before the break. There was a video we were shooting for the Christmas. Yeah, go check out our Tarleton Shorts playlist. It's very fun on the YouTube channel. Audio listeners, I was scowling while I was walking. That was that bit there. If you watch one of the bloopers, Carly was able to so easily show that I like peeked out the door and somebody was like walking up and I just said hello and they jumped and went hello and ran away.
That's hilarious. Nice.
I scare people more often than not, I realize. It's not my fault. Why is everyone so scared of me?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just your presence when you're not thinking about it. But I think a lot of people have that, you know. Like,
what? They're scared
like
of people?
They're
scary looking?
Yeah, like my father's a sweet man, but a lot of people when you first look at him, I mean, he doesn't look that intimidating. It's just like a...
Well, to you, he's your dad, so there's that bias. You already broke through that.
This is true. I think like a lot of people are just like that, you know. So,
I'm just one of the intimidating folk.
Yeah. Everyone just thinks that some people are just intimidating, and then once you get to know them, you're like, oh, they're cool. I remember being teeny tiny, slightly intimidated by you, and then I was like, whatever. It's just Ethan.
Yeah. See.
So.
See. It's because I'm over 6 foot. I wear boots. I walk in with like some crazy anecdote about something wild and weird, and you're like, I can't get a read on this guy.
Yeah. Who is this man? Who is this man?
Where's he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Yep, there we go. We did it. We got it. I wanted to sort of move past to a question. It was supposed to be to a panel of people, but then a sudden freeze came in.
I'll change personalities and answer it 5 different ways.
Oh, please don't. That would be too much for the audience.
I'll change my voice so you can sort through them.
Yeah, time to watch Taylor's special feature, Psychopathy.
Yeah.
I wanted to open up a little discussion about how are we feeling about family while we're kind of stuck away. Seeing as everyone's stuck inside, everyone's kind of doing their own thing, right? Some people don't even go to class. I don't. The only thing I do to get outside nowadays is go to work. And I was just curious if how's that affecting family relations in a sense? Because your friends are here, or they're close, or they're regularly available, but family could be a risk to go to.
Oh yeah.
I know that Shay has a 4-hour drive, just to go like in one direction to go see them, because Shay's family is past Paris, Texas, I believe. And so there's that situation where you've got like very long distance to head to, versus my situation of I have to go into Tarrant County, the biggest hotbed for COVID in Texas. Yeah. And so I was curious, any thoughts about thoughts on family right now? Is it easy? Is it difficult? What's crack-a-lackin'?
What do you mean, like the relations, or what are you talking about?
Like just sort of the whole situation, because college students usually we get this. There's the standard, I don't want to say cliche, but the standard trope of you've got goes away from college, comes back, is a different person.
Oh, yeah.
Like your parents don't see that growth, but also you have to be away to grow. And I was curious, is it a little bit different right now?
Yeah, I think so, because you just have to be away more, you know? Like, I'm a big family person. When I was a freshman, I'd go home, like, every weekend.
Right.
And unless I had something to do, like, I didn't object to staying here, and I didn't go just because, like, I was bored. I went because I wanted to see my family, and they miss me, and I miss them.
Right.
So... And then, like, I started getting more busy, so I don't really go every single weekend now, but it's just, like, whenever I don't have a lot to work on, I'll go see them. So it's, like, because I've had, a lot of time to be away, everyone grows on their own. So, like, I've grown. And
You're taller.
oh, I wish I was.
Why does everyone want to be so tall?
Well,
no, we can answer this one right now.
I have a story for that one, but I will hold it.
Don't forget it.
But
Don't forget it.
I think whatever rabbit hole I was starting to go down, I think the core of whatever my point is that you shouldn't forget about your family. Like, don't stay in college here and not go see your family if you like can see your family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like say COVID wasn't here or the roads were perfect.
Yeah.
Some people would just choose not to go.
Yeah.
And you know, it's kind of sad, but you're not guaranteed a tomorrow with them.
True.
So you should go see them. Or even if you can't see them, maybe call them. Like, I'll call, if I don't get to go home on the weekend, I'll still, like, call my dad, and he'll put his phone on speakerphone. I'll talk to my mom, and they hold on to that. Like, they still love you, and they miss you. And most people, like, that's kind of who's putting you through college.
Right.
Or at least if they can't, then they're your support. And, you know, something can happen. They could have been in the wreck with 75, 100 cars. You never really know. And, like, that would be sad to think, oh, I could have seen them yesterday. Yeah. But I just chose not to. Especially with COVID, there's been a lot of people, you know, dropping out. And you don't really know. So I think it's cool to grow. But it's going to happen naturally. Like, you don't have to sit there and force it. And, you know, just like you keep your friends around, you keep your family around. If you can. Like, I know everyone's different and families are different.
Family situation's a little weird.
Yeah. So I think if you can, then you should.
All right.
Even like a text or something.
Right.
Yeah.
A text or a phone call like once a week. Thank you, Taylor. I knew you'd have fun insight on that one.
Thank you.
Sorry, my head got itchy. That was the only thing.
Okay. What do you think, Ethan? Since not a lot of people turn around and ask the host.
Oh, well. Family's always been a little bit weird. Growing up for us, it had its ups and its downs. Well, here's the deal. Currently, the reason I put the question in is because we're having a bit of a family moment right now. Actually, my dad was recently hit by a van, and he had his femur broken, and so I was like, oh, that got me thinking. Like, dang, I don't spend enough time talking with them. But then I think about it as well. Of like, well, when I do call, it's just normal stuff. Yeah. And it just kind of got me up in my head about it, and I was like, well, I want to hear some other people's opinions on this one, because I already asked the question to myself, you see. Yeah. But going and seeing family is a different thing than just talking to them. Yeah. And I think that at minimum, if you can talk to them, that's different. Because you could see somebody every single day and never get a single word in. I do that. I used to do that with a lot of coworkers and such, and it's different. But if you give them a phone call, I find that more powerful. Yeah. With family specifically, because they can't. I don't know if parents try this, but they will not tell you something, so that they can like get something out of you or from you. Oh yeah. In a bit weird I'll like, would you help me with this or would you help me with that? And then they're like, I'll tell you something later, and then they just forget. Really what it's like, and it's like, well, if I put you in the corner, then you have to tell me, because I'm trying to talk to you right now. Yeah. If I come into town, that's my excuse for talking with my family. Yeah. But then we don't talk, we just do things. And then we end up getting mad at each other, and then we do things separately for a while until the things get done. And that's no fun. But if I call you, then it's a lot easier to, and it feels shitty to have to like put someone in a corner or put somebody on the spot, but it's a situation of like, I can hang up at any time. Something can always come up. You don't know the situation, so you're going to stay on the phone and we're going to have a very real conversation.
Plus just the fact that, you know, you picked up the phone, you took time out of your day. Like, even if you just said, hi, I have 5 seconds to talk, but I wanted to say hello. Yeah. Okay.
I just wanted to talk to you for a bit.
You know, like, they're going to remember
sending
that.
a text. Right.
Yeah.
And this isn't me saying don't go and see family if seeing family is a big thing for you. It always ends up turning into some form of house chores in our family dynamic. So I figured I'd give to people who have a similar thing, because I found quite a few, a phone call, and if they don't want to pick up, send them a text message. Be like, hey, I was thinking about you. Hope you're having a good day. If you're not, just know that you can call me whenever. I'm free all day tomorrow, or I'm free after work from 6 on. Stuff like that.
My grandmother lives about like 10 minutes from where we're sitting, but she's quite old, and she does have cancer, and she's been battling it for a long time, and all the years of chemo, she's pretty weak, and she still has treatments and everything, and she's getting pretty bad, but we can't really go see her. Like, we go, and she's got a farm, so we go and we like take care of the farm for her, and we'll still like go into the house with our masks on and like wave at her, air hugs, you know, do all we can, but it still takes a toll on her because she's a big like physical touch kind of person. Like, she just lives for that hug, you know, and she can't, it's too risky, because it's too risky. So
not even besides the COVID part, but you said, what kind of cancer does she have?
Oh, she's got like 2 different kinds, honestly. Like, it's really bad.
So she's got excessive,
she's got like
harsh
no
treatment.
Immune system. It's
like
bad.
A bumper scratch could be detrimental.
Exactly, and that's literally where we are right now. Like, she was writing something, and because she had her hand on the table, because she's got like problems with her bones, and because her hand was on the table, she had like a big bruise. So she's just like really fragile. And my abuela, she fell over the other day, a couple of months ago, and it tore a lot of the skin on the way on the fall down. Something that like to us would be a scrape. It's just she's just gotten a lot older now. So we can't really go see her, and it was kind of beating me up because it's like she's 10 minutes. She's 10 minutes. Like,
you can see her for lunch.
Like
you could meet her for lunch and be back.
But like,
but you can't.
So it was really weighing on me. I had taken her to lunch when she was a little bit better, but she's really not now, and they don't think she's gonna get much better. So like, that was probably the last lunch I would have personally for, you know, who knows. But anyway, I was feeling kind of bad. I'm like, I want to see her, I want to hug her, and like, I can't. So I just sent her a text message. Like, I didn't have a lot of time to call either, because I was in between classes, and I was just thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna send her a text. Like, I had nothing really to say, just like, you know, I'm thinking about you, I love you, hope you have a great day. And apparently that it meant so much to her. I found out about this a week later, that she had called her friends, and she called my father and was like, she sent me a text today, look at this. And he's like, she was thinking about me. That was so sweet. And my dad had called me like a couple days later, and he's like, man, you should have heard grandma going off about and I was like, there was nothing special, I just was thinking about her. I'd go see her if I could, but can't, you know.
No, I think especially like within the times that we're at right now, and it's probably important to make a habit, or make a like calendar reminder or something, to tell the people who you're not allowed to see that you would like to come and see them, which for some can be difficult, but you don't have to say the words, I'd like to come see you. You can say, you know, I miss your cooking. Or literally anything that is personal. I did what I did with my mom. I got a haircut, and I sent her. I got a haircut because she always loved cutting. She always loved to cut my hair growing up, keep it nice and trim. So I like pulled it back so you weren't able to see the long parts.
That's awesome.
And showed her like the trim on the side, which she really used to enjoy doing. And she loved that, getting the picture.
See,
and it was just like, oh yeah. Simple,
you can't get
easy
that
stuff.
Like, you'd send that to a friend, they'd be like, cool, dude. Looks slick.
Right,
You know, when your mom's like, oh my god, thank you.
Right. Like, that made her day, because like, unprompted, I sent her something.
Right. It just, even if you had just said hi, it doesn't matter, because it's like, you took the time out of your day to do it, to type it, to send it. And you did it like intentionally. Like, you know, you thought about it. You wanted to.
Took me a couple seconds to be like, I think she'd like this. Easy.
That thought right there is literally like the core of all of it. Like, just the fact that you thought of her. She's like, oh my gosh.
That's the more important part too, because she was like, the picture was terrible. It was with my phone. It was like sideways. I was in bed like watching a video. like just hanging out, but she loved it.
Yeah.
It was great for her.
Oh yeah.
And so I think that family right now is difficult. There's a lot. I'm very wary to go back to see family just because right now Dad's in a bit of a situation of healing. Mom's working a lot, so she's real tired. I think her immune system, could be weak on that end. But also, I don't want to leave them alone.
Yeah.
There's a very big fear of like, well, if you're alone, like what happens if you get hurt or something? What's going on there? And they're not at that. I think like my parents, they're getting past the 40s into the like later 50s is where they're at. I have older parents, which can make like health things more scary.
Yeah.
In one sense, as well as levels of like you can't carry that, I have to.
Yeah.
Stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you need stuff moved from one room to another, and it'll take you all day. It'll take me an hour.
Yeah.
Those types of tasks where it's like you just not able to anymore types things.
Yeah.
And it's like, geez. And I was gone this whole time while you were doing that.
Yeah.
But also there's the other half of me which is like, but you have to be. You have to go.
Yeah.
You can't stay here forever.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
So I just figured I would ask you your thoughts on that sort of thing with like family and like keeping up with them and thinking about them and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Because right now it's pretty tough with the cold. Everyone's stuck inside. It might be good to just give a phone call to someone. Yeah. And just hang out on the phone for a little bit. I figured that would be a nice little thing, little bit of homework for the week.
Yeah.
Now that we've got that depressing thing over,
I was like, dang.
Let's Yeah.
In the middle of that, I was like, "Ooh, this is a little touchy,
this is
sad."
a real episode, isn't it?
It's good.
We're a bunch of adults here, all right? If you can't handle your emotions, get out. Go join a fraternity.
Yeah. You can't handle me when I'm sad. You don't deserve me when I'm happy. Nah.
All right.
I was going for the, if you don't handle me at the worst, you don't deserve me at the best. But then I was like, it's not my worst to be sad.
Your worst isn't when you're sad. Your worst is when you're being.
But then I was too far into it.
You choose not to understand something.
Yep.
All right. Well, we've come up to the half-hour mark. We're halfway through the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jake is coming in or not. It depends. He might join us.
Okay.
However, we can still continue.
Okay.
Just wanted to give you the heads up if you had talked with him beforehand about doing a switch out.
I didn't.
Just because of the code purple today, we have 3 people in the station. There's me, who is staying till 6 doing ATC. There is Jake doing music stuff, and then there is Taylor taking care of on politics.
Yeah.
And so just the core things. We traveled in the bitter, bitter cold.
I know it.
But
it looks so cold outside. All the trees have that little white glow on them.
I absolutely am enamored by it.
I like it from inside.
Fantastic. I love being out there too.
Yeah, I like for a short time. Unless there's snow, then you can lock me out there.
Here's the problem. Last night it was terrible because it was still really humid.
Oh.
I don't like humid and cold. I don't like humid and hot. I don't like humidity.
Yeah.
Like at all. The only time I like humidity is at 100% in the water.
Oh. I was so confused. Okay.
You're like, what? That don't make no sense.
That went right over my head.
No, I want humidity in a controlled environment, like a greenhouse. I want my humidity in my soil. Like I want some mud, something like that. I don't want 75% humidity at 80 degrees Fahrenheit outside. That is torturous.
Yeah.
You know what's even worse? 28 degrees at 95% humidity. That is where you see your soul leave your body, Taylor. I'm telling you. It's cold. Every time you breathe, it's like, it looks like you're smoking a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Just, it's awful. Humidity's the worst.
I've only thought about humidity when it's hot. I never thought about it when it's cold.
That's what makes it feel even colder. That's what gets, like, the ice on you. You very obviously did not, back in the year 2012, hike 25 miles over the course of, 50 miles over the course of 2 weekends.
No, I did not.
While it was freezing rain.
I did not. No.
It makes a man think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you. When I'm wearing my normal clothes
Mm-hmm.
My like a hoodie, a padded vest, and a plastic windbreaker, and I have layers of ice between all of them down to my skin.
Mm-hmm.
Something's wrong.
Goodness.
It was atrocious.
Uh-huh.
Serious, just rain was coming in on the ice, and we were just like, we're at the 12-mile, like, we're at the 12.5-mile mark. We have to go back. The cars won't be able to come get us because of the ice on the road. Like,
wow.
We just got to finish this, boys. And we did. We made it through. We, like, survived the ice.
Wow. That's kind of cool.
It was wild, yeah. The I think Paul Kemp 50-miler back in Boy Scouts.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was my next question. How did you get into doing that? But
yeah, just a Boy Scout thing to do.
Nice.
Yeah, just something to do.
See if you
right?
live through it.
Basically.
Yeah.
That was a lot of it I found.
Yeah.
A lot of boys. I think there's a small amount of Boy Scouts that was like Hunger Games-esque.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Where it was like, here's a challenge for you. You get the polar bear patch if you survive sleeping in sub freezing climates.
Yep.
And other people were just like, do you plan for the badge? No, you just get it if you win.
Yep.
You get it if you live.
Yep. If you get out of there.
Right. And you can do it. It's survivable. It's actually fairly simple. It all comes down to installation. However, if you get the polar bear patch while on a wilderness survival camping trip, that's a special one. You know why? They don't let you pack tents.
Oh.
You got to make your own shelter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
No, I did not. I planned my wilderness survival to be in the summer because it was always a learning experience. And so it was like I took the controlled experiment situation.
Yeah.
Whereas like we'll start off taking everything but the tent. And then we'll go down to taking everything but the tent and propane for the fire, for the grill.
Yeah.
So if we don't have that, we don't need the grill either. We'll need something else to cook. And like slow reduction of each process until I think I got it down theoretically. I had thought through it, but I hadn't practiced it just because I had a lot of like ceremony and leadership stuff to take care of instead. But if I had the chance to do it again, I'd be out there. I think I got it down to just a knife.
Nice.
Just a fixed blade knife.
Huh.
And a rock.
That's cool.
But the rock can be found.
Yeah.
That was the point there.
Dang. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's only a couple of days depending on climate and situation. Like it always, the more variables you add, the more chance of early failure. But I was through like training and skills, you're able to start upping that base level bonus survival skill you have to be enough days to get to where you need to go. And then along with knowing that I can get 50 miles in 2 days. I can travel 25 miles a day. Means not in Texas, but anywhere else.
Yeah.
If you're in a wilderness situation, you can leave the area, or you can head to an area that is safer, and then recuperate, restore, get back up when you're ready to go again, and take those like legged trips.
Neat.
Because there's a big part of survival. Like I see a lot of these Instagram moments. I see a lot of these like videos that is like wilderness survival and bushcraft techniques and this and that.
Yeah.
I think it goes along the same under the same lines of like self-defense. Is the first rule that a lot of people I think miss is leave. Like get out of there. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
You don't like this isn't Minecraft. You're not this isn't a camping trip. You are stranded.
Yeah.
The goal is to escape. So these like bushcraft techniques where they make a small hotel out of like palm fronds and sand. It's like that's a nice art project, but you did that the entire time with ample water, food, and like access to public facilities.
Yeah.
The point is that you're kind of at like your wit's end, and it's you versus the concept of nature, who is very, very ruthless and is only paid in blood. I'm telling you, man. That's why bugs are allowed so much, because they don't have any blood. They don't have any blood. You know that, right? Bugs don't have blood.
Yeah.
Fun facts with Ethan.
Yeah.
Bugs don't have blood.
Unless they're mosquitoes.
That's not theirs.
No,
Little blood thieves.
But they got it.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have lungs either.
Yeah.
Because they don't have blood.
They don't even have brains.
Some of them do.
Really?
Some of them have just enough brain cells
Oh yeah.
to have what's considered a
Yeah.
basic nervous system. It's like the lowest layer of our spinal cord type
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah. Because do you ever watch Rick and Morty?
I've watched most of it,
There's
I
the
think.
official one, the big famous one where he's a pickle.
Yes, the
He's like-
cockroach brain
Yeah.
and the rat brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart, but
What? You would, if you turned into a pickle, you wouldn't do that?
I don't think I'd get to the pickle part.
Wow, rude. But he did it so he didn't have to go to therapy.
I know. I'd probably go to therapy.
You'd be the one taking everyone to therapy.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we got a problem.
Let's
I
go
gotta
to
go to
therapy.
therapy. Come on.
I think everyone should go to therapy.
Mm.
Because even if you don't think you need it, you probably do.
I have been thinking about it for the last couple of days, and
Yeah.
I've just been trying to find a free spot in my schedule.
Yeah.
Aside from the excessive napping that I've been trying to get in as well.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. Are they
Nice.
open 7 days a week?
I don't know. I don't go to therapy, but
What?
I feel like, cause sometimes I'm like, I don't need therapy. And then I'm like, you know what? I feel like I could benefit from it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not like it's gonna cost you anything on campus. They have the free.
Oh,
Center.
I did not know that.
I think it's free. We can look it up real quick.
I have no idea.
Tarleton.
I think everyone should go to therapy. It's just like having a good friend to talk to, but they just like can analyze what you're saying and can actually like really help you. I feel like I'm pretty good if like somebody comes up to
Student
me and wants to
counseling
talk to me about
services.
something. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not. I know about a lot of different methods that like therapists will use to talk to you, but
Let's see.
not that good.
8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Phone calls outside of their hours will automatically redirect to protocol, staffed by licensed mental health professionals who can help you in a crisis. It is on the first floor of Traditions North.
Oh, I was recording on politics,
Yes.
and the guest was the whole thing, or the first part was about mental health.
Oh,
And
nice.
he was,
What's going on?
He's one of them.
I think
people
all of that's
from-
in the garbage right now.
What, mental health?
Yeah. Like it's cold out, which historically everyone gets upset for some freaking reason. The sun goes down early, and so like all the sun babies aren't allowed to have their stuff, and they get angry. I'm a creature. Here's the deal.
Babies.
I'm a creature of darkness. All right, y'all get so grumpy when you don't get your sun.
I love winter and I love rain. I thrive whenever it's like overcast.
We are like Taylor. We are fungus.
I know. I love mushrooms.
We
They're
are
so cute.
we are fungus. But are you a mountain person or are you a beach person?
Mountain.
See, the beach people are the ones causing all the problems in life.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. Like, yes, this is a little bit of a bit, but also I have a little bit of a vested interest. Here's the deal. Mountain people, what do they want? What do mountain people want?
I like the scenery.
You just want to live on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Or
I just wanna look at
into a
everything.
mountain.
Yes.
You want dark.
Yeah.
You want dark colors. You want earthy textures.
Rain.
Stone.
Snow.
Naturalist construction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You want that clean
Little rivers.
river,
Mm-hmm.
mountain snow drip, water,
Bliss.
and you want to be isolated from everyone and their problems.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just want to be all on your own, doing your own thing.
Beaches are crowded, man.
Beach people, center of attention, drama, problem solvers. I want all right, beaches. Any beach person in like the station or in the immediate comments here, come in. Try and defend yourself.
I feel like Shay would be a beach person. No harm against her, but I
Shay?
could just see her at the beach living life.
I don't think so. No.
You don't think so?
No.
I could see her just thriving. Like she's got some. Wasn't she like the sun for Halloween? Like wasn't she the sun and one of her friends was like the moon?
I don't know.
I think so. I
I
think she
wasn't
dressed
paying
up as
attention
the
to
sun.
Halloween costumes.
Man,
I was
you
at
don't pay
work.
attention. I'm just kidding.
I know. I was still working in that restaurant.
We talked
remember?
about it one time at the podcast. But anyway, I feel like
I'm certain we've talked about everything
I
on the
think-
podcast to multiple extents, and I just keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
it's okay.
I make
This-
no progress because
This
I
is what,
can't remember
64?
anything.
64.
This is
now?
episode 64, yes.
We get 64 hours worth to remember.
Jeez, I can't. Can't do it.
Yeah, I like the beach.
I
I
can't
mean,
remember anything.
I can
Beach
definitely enjoy
is
myself at
nothing.
the beach.
The beach is the degradation of all life.
Well, it depends on what beach.
Name any of them.
What if you had your own private beach? Mm-hmm.
I would put all the sand.
Could you not lay next to it?
No.
Just like listen to the ocean waves. See, I
No.
like the beach, but I want like an ocean.
Do you know what's
and
you
I
know what's
want
at the beach,
not
Taylor?
many people.
Taylor, we talked about this.
Okay, you're not a big water person. You don't like the deep unknown.
No,
right?
I love the ocean.
Do
I love the darkness that is there.
oh.
I love the fact that at any moment a little drone camera could zoom out and actually I'm not on a sandbar, I'm on top of a giant eyeball. That scene from Sinbad where they stop at an island and it's actually a giant organic monster. Peak. Delicious. Oh yeah, give me some more of that good stuff.
Okay.
The constellation goddess who was terrible and scary.
Yeah.
That also did some other things for me, but that doesn't have to be talked about yet. We can talk about that in therapy. What I'm getting at
You're talking about it in therapy, got me.
is it's all constant callbacks here.
Funny.
Shooting from the hip, baby. Here's the deal. You good?
Yeah.
Taylor, you are red.
Okay. I laugh, and then my laugh is so ridiculous that I make myself laugh more, and it's just like a loop. Okay, but I'm good. I'm good now. Okay, we're talking about beach darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
The beach has very high humidity in the air.
Okay.
Unforgivable.
Gotcha. Yeah. I do like the crisp, cold air. Like, whew.
I would prefer like a northern beach. Something up north. Water cold, sand hot. It's the only way to go.
Yep.
Because there's enough temporal difference there that you're going to have that like slight convection coming off the sand and the sun.
Yep. I went swimming in the Baltic Sea in Poland. Yes.
Right, because you're rich.
No, it was a mission trip, man. And it was free. Actually, it wasn't a mission trip. That one was not a mission trip. So my dad does windmills.
Oh, this was a windmill trip.
And this guy.
When you say does windmills, you want to elaborate a little bit because that's like such a large statement.
Okay, so there's like the wind turbines, which are the big white ones with 3 blades or whatever.
In like the modern day wind farms for electricity.
Yeah, those are electric ones. That's not it. Then there's the old-fashioned looking ones.
The mini golf looking ones.
Yeah, no, that's too old. But yes, you're on the right track. And anyway, that have multiple blades and it's all metal and they pump water. That's what my dad does.
He does the Texas style water pump windmill.
Yeah, so he doesn't do the well part. He works with well people. And but anyway, so he's
all above ground.
Yeah, he'll build the tower, get everything ready. He can restore towers. He doesn't like doing it, but he can paint them. He's made old towers. Like there's some that the blades open and close like an umbrella.
Just assault this, why don't you?
But anyway, yeah. So where's it going? Oh. There was this guy that lives down the street from us, and we have windmills on our property, obviously. And he was driving by and found out that was my dad, called my dad, and apparently this man, which I will not say his name, but he is very, very well-to-do. He's like the most famous person in Poland, if not more in the area. He's very rich. That was one of his homes. One that when he lived down the street.
That's no good.
Yeah. And
multiple homes. How could you manage
around
that?
the world.
I can understand multiple safe houses.
But he loves Texas. So he has multiple in Texas. And then he has a couple other places. But
how disillusioned with the world would I seem to him? He walks up to shake my hand and I'm just like, how you doing? I look in his eyes and he's just like, isn't this a great country? And I was like, no one here is happy.
Yeah. So, yeah,
I like to think that I'm a like system shock to the rich and the ones who are like illusioned with the world.
He actually has his own like radio and talk show where he just talks about stuff that like Texas and US is doing.
No.
And just like how people feel and what's happening. And anyway. So he's very well-to-do person in Poland.
Telling me this guy's cool.
He's very nice. He's very nice.
I don't trust nice people.
But anyway,
nice people have something to hide or sell.
Fun. Okay, anyway, he's from Poland.
Go ahead.
He's really originally from Poland, and he lives mostly in Poland.
So, but he found out about your dad's water
when he was here.
Windmill.
Yeah, because he loved Texas so much, he actually bought a property another one in Poland, and he has it being built to look like an old-timey farm. Like he's got the red barn and everything. Yeah. So, and he wants to put a windmill on it. There are no windmills in Poland
whatsoever
at all
because they don't have any wind. Gotcha.
They just don't have anyone to do it. But
they have no wind.
They have wind. Anyway,
prove it. Why don't they have windmills?
I've been there. There's wind. Anyway.
I don't think so.
Long story short, my dad went to put a windmill in Poland. He put the first windmill up in Poland.
That's really cool, actually.
So I went along with him, and my dad said he would go and he would put it all up and everything. He said, "Tell you what, I won't charge you if I can take my daughter and we go and you pay for airfare and whatever,
and, like travel and stuff."
Yeah. So in exchange for my dad putting up a windmill, I got to go with him, and we went to Poland.
That's sick.
So
what's Poland like?
Oh, it's pretty.
That tells me absolutely nothing.
It's cold.
I hope you understand that.
There's a lot of green.
Canada is pretty and cold, but that's not Poland.
They're people watchers.
What?
They're big people watchers. Like the first thing that his wife said to me when she said we were talking about like the U.S. and differences and things.
Yeah.
She's like, the first thing I noticed when I was in the U.S. was when I went to a public bathroom and there's space in between the stalls, like above, below, and you can look through the cracks. She's like, we wouldn't have that in Poland. There'd be somebody trying to peek in and watch you just because they're people watchers. And
Poland sounds like a bunch of
really
creeps.
Everybody stands really close together.
What?
And yeah. It's really fun. I learned a couple Polish words. No, but they're...
You just learned all the curse words, right?
No, I learned turn left, turn right from the GPS.
Oh.
I learned thank you, excuse me, and hello.
Everything you need to survive. Look at that.
Well, I said a lot of excuse me's. That one's my favorite one because everyone's really close to you and you're like, oh, excuse me. But
it's like the pocket knife of Poland in words you got there, huh?
Yeah, it's all you really need.
That's all you really need. Turn left, turn right. Hello, thank you.
I forgot bathroom, but you'll find it eventually.
You just say excuse me, and they're like,
bathroom. Yeah.
And when you come back, you're like, excuse me, and they're like, so sorry, food.
They love dark beer, and they take it very seriously. There was a guy that we went to, and he made his own vodka. Drinking is like no big deal.
Yeah.
And anyway, also the drinking age is 18, not 21. And anyway, he was so proud, and it was like offensive if you didn't take the shot of his homemade vodka.
Yeah.
And because they make it so it warms you. And we were on the track of swimming in cold and beaches. So I went to a Polish beach. They also wear the little Speedos because it's Europe. But the water's really cold. And like warm sand, cold water like you were talking about.
Yeah.
But it's really pretty. Like I went to a spot where there was actually mountains. And it was a little river that led out into the sea.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. It's cold, but then once you're in there for a minute, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. So anyway, long story, but swimming in cold isn't that bad personally. I like the colder, more northern beaches.
Wait, is that how you tied all this together?
Yes.
You've blown my mind here.
You're welcome.
Insanity. You're killing me here, dude.
Anyway.
Okay.
Poland's fun. I'd go. It's fun. They've been having some drama over there recently, but that's a lot.
With all the Russian stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in the world.
You can Google
There's always been a lot going on in the world. Could you imagine a bunch of fallible beings with the intelligence nigh unseen before could have a couple of disagreements from time to time?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that you're never gonna believe this.
Okay. I'm ready.
But adults, way back when, invented war.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
On purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it.
What?
I mean, makes sense.
They keep blaming the kids, and then going and killing a bunch of people. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like the cycles that are going on here. Quit blaming the kids.
Yeah.
Because then they're just going to go and do the same thing you did. And then what have we done? Not learn.
Yeah.
We still haven't learned. Apparently the Earth's flat.
I don't think the Earth is flat.
I think Mars is flat.
I can't speak for Mars. I don't live there.
I just want to be able to like jump, like space jump, hop off a flat Earth, be like flying to flat Mars, but hit it at a wrong angle, and you just in the sky, you just see it start spinning everywhere, and they're like, "Oh, he's gone. That man's dead." If the Earth is flat, who's on the other side of it? That's what I want to know.
Wouldn't it still be the same concept?
What's up?
Like, would it still be the same concept, like of gravity? You know, like
No. That's the problem. Gravity's not real.
And flat worlds, it's not.
The way that it works is it's a dish that's being like pushed up.
Oh, that's interesting.
At least that's how I've like combined and stitched every one of their theories together. Because gravity doesn't exist to them, but weight does. This whole thing.
Interesting.
I used to watch flat earther videos like all of freshman year.
Yeah.
Just to sit there and be like, no.
I watched like
don't
2.
do this. Please stop.
Yeah.
And they were just like, the Earth is flat because of airplanes. It was like, no, airplanes fly that way because the Earth is not technically a sphere. It's more of like an oblong. It's a spheroid, but because it has weight and mass at the bottom because of the way that it's flying through space with the sun. It flies along the Milky Way galaxy in this direction, but it rotates around this axis, so you have extra mass towards the bottom hemisphere, but you have less at the top hemisphere, so it's a shorter travel time.
Do they think like the pictures are fake? You know, like people going into space?
Because technically they are. Most of the pictures are taken by a satellite over the course of take a picture, wait for the Earth to rotate, take another picture. Very few lenses can capture that much from that close. Satellites are incredibly close to the planet, by the way. Comparatively. Like, the moon is the only place that you could get a good whole half hemisphere picture.
Yeah.
And we only been there like 10 times.
Yeah, but are there pictures from people who were on the moon and turn around and take a picture?
You can turn and take a picture. The thing is that the Earth is massive when you're on a sat. Like, on the ISS. Here, let's see if we can pull up some sort of thing. This will be our last bit for the day, too.
Okay.
ISS live feed.
Here we go. It just looks round, you know?
Find the perfect song for your video in 5 seconds. Go to artlist.io.
You have to understand that you can't trust anything from NASA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're moving around.
Like
ooh. See how close they are?
Yeah.
Geez, we're actually watching an astronaut like move around and do stuff here. I'm scared.
Is that like a live feed like right now?
Yeah.
Wow. Somebody's out there in space doing something important right now.
Yeah, they're out there doing science.
What are you doing? You're sitting here listening to this cool podcast.
I don't think you made anyone feel better with that. I'm going to be completely honest. But if we take a peek here, like you can see the roundness, but what you'll notice is you don't get a very good definition of anything.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't like go out farther because you'll lose the orbit so much that re-entry becomes difficult, I believe.
But like, what about people who like stood on the moon? Did they not turn around and take a picture?
They did.
Yeah. And the flat people think that's wrong?
Yeah. Because that was during like the whole JFK era.
We
so
need
like
to
that's
stick
all fake.
everybody who thinks the world is flat into a rocket ship.
Did you not hear?
Yeah.
Did you not hear about the Stanley Kubrick film, The Moon Landing Theory?
No.
Taylor. See, here's the deal. Here's the problem, though. The reason that I am like tired of explaining this is because that is like aliens and like Stanley Kubrick, whatever, and this and that are some of the last fun conspiracy theories. Because when you start getting to anything from like conspiracies from the like 90s forwards, it's not fun anymore. Like, you know, the conspiracy about QAnon, or the conspiracy about children being crisis actors during school shootings, the conspiracy about the president not winning the election and it being false. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
like, Men in Black existed right at the end of all the fun conspiracies.
Yeah.
And then Men in Black 2 came out, and it's been bad real-life conspiracies from then on. Because, like, JFK and LBJ and, like, Bell Helicopter and Vietnam, that whole, like, big tangle of mess is still... It can be fun because we're so removed from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, World War II history can be entertaining because the events are cold. They are hard set. There's or at least there was supposed to be very little living through that, but yeah, we still have some militias running around and such. But you know what I'm on about, right? Like, to the general public, you've got, like, oh yeah, they're like, what if Hitler was trying to summon an army of demons to fight everyone? Like, occult stuff or like secret history. That's what the whole Wolfenstein series of games was about. Was about, like, Nazis trying to make, like, magic. That's where UFO technology, it was apparently Nazis who figured it out, or Egyptians. I can't, it's hard to tell. They're very scatterbrained.
Wild.
But we take a picture here. If you were to take, you can take that picture technically and it works.
Yeah.
Like, you know, remove that and stuff, but then you have to wait for the Earth to continue rotating around to give you more surface to shoot, because you're so close that your field of view is actually not a half hemisphere. It's a lot, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so technically those pictures are not, they are composites. They are put together.
Yeah.
I think the best we've gotten is a 4-image composite picture with, like, a really new telescope that is really nice. It's called the Blue Marble.
Nice.
It's a very nice picture. There we go.
Cool.
But because it is a composite, they're like, whole thing's fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's any chance of fallibility, here's the Blue Marble image. This one here.
Nice.
And the reason they also take multiple composite images is because, here we've got a picture from the moon. There we go. That was worked on. There are some effects you have to do when you're on the moon to take a picture of the Earth without it just being a white sphere.
Yeah.
Like what the moon is to us, to get some fidelity into it. But, you know, if you mess with anything, you think it's fake. The clouds, there's a thing they have to do in Photoshop where they have to adjust clouds so that it looks a little bit nicer. So you can see that it's clouds, right? But because of that, it's fake. And so, you know, it's not real.
That's lame.
I know. Anyways, this person here, they are killing it. They are absolutely they're schmoving.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could look at so many space live streams. That's cool.
That is cool.
And here's a horror short. I was going to show it off, but currently in our OBS, the webpage view is broken.
No.
I was trying to fix it right before you came in, but then, you know, masks and whatnot. So hopefully next week, whenever we go to set things up for you to listen to, I can show them off.
Cool.
And a little more fidelity on screen for the video listeners. But we have come to a close here. Oh, AJ, you came in just at the right time. Welcome back, buddy.
Hi, AJ.
Yeah, AJ came in as we were talking about conspiracy theories. Unfortunately, AJ, you come to the end of the episode. However, that does not mean that all is done. Let me pull up my little exit script. Listeners and viewers, we come to a close on this here episode. If you showed up late or wish to revisit us, you can find this show on our YouTube channel, Tarleton Radio, as a video, or listen in on iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere you get podcasts. Yes, thank you, Taylor. Thank you. There you go.
You're welcome.
For updates about the show and other interesting things we make here at the station, follow us on all the links in the description. This has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet, where we find something to do in and around Stephenville every week. Right now, wasn't very much going on. Don't leave your house. There was a big car pileup in Dallas.
Yep.
If you enjoy the show, don't forget to recommend us to your friends. And if you have any questions or suggestions, ask them in the comments or as a review of this show if you happen to be able to do that. I recommend playing a video game. That's my bid, actually.
Yeah.
Just stay inside. I found a really nice storyteller game called Minute of Islands.
Nice.
Very atmospheric. A little bit post-apocalyptic, but very cutesy style. I'll show you screen pics later after this.
Okay, cool.
That's my recommendation. You can go get the demo for free online.
Call your family.
Call your family. don't drive right now.
Yeah, no driving.
There's still ice on the roads. I'm telling you out of experience here. We had to come to the station somehow.
Yeah.
That's everything for now, and so we will catch you next week, hopefully, if the weather gets a little better. We'll have more people on. Bye, everybody.